Good day, ma'am. I'm Markian Lumayag, taking up Bachelor Physical Education, second year. One significant issue in the Philippine governance today is corruption, particularly in the misuse of public funds through fraudulent schemes such as ghost project, embezzlement, and bribery. A recent example in the controversy surrounding the alleged misuse of public funds in government procurement. Contracts during pandemic, where overpriced medical supplies and services were awarded to favored suppliers without proper bidding. This erodes public trust and diverts resources meant for essential services like education, health, and infrastructure. In the 1987 Philippine Constitution, explicitly condemns corruption. Article 11, Section 1 states, "Public office is a public trust. Public officer and employees must at all times accountable to the people, serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, act with patriotism and justice, and lead modest lives." Moreover, laws such as Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, Republic Act 3019, and the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Official and Employees, Republic Act 6713, provide mechanism to prevent, investigate, and penalize corrupt practices. Despite this measure, implementation and enforcement often fall short due to systemic issues with the justice system and political interference. My suggestion, we need to have a strengthened oversight mechanism. Agencies like Commission on Audit and the Office of Ombudsman must empower with more resources and independence to audit public funds and hold officials accountable. Their findings should lead to swift legal action without political interference. Second, a digital transparency. Implementing e-governance systems such as online procurement platforms can ensure transparency in government transactions. For example, public access to bidding records and project updates can deter corrupt activities. Third, citizen engagement. Civil society organizations and the media should actively monitor and report suspicious activities. Platforms like Bantay Bayan can empower citizens to participate in watchdog activities. Fourth, educational campaigns. Anti-corruption values should be integrated into the education system to instill integrity and accountability in young Filipinos. Public campaigns can also highlight the negative effects of corruption on the national development. In citizen action for positive impact, first, need to demand accountability. Citizens should participate in public forums, voice concern, and demand accountability from the leaders. Writing letter, signing petition, or attending protest can amplify public demand for clean governance. Second, support transparent leaders during election. Voters should carefully scrutinize candidate, track record, and platform. Avoiding vote buying and promoting values-based voting are crucial steps. Third, volunteer for anti-corruption. Efforts joining or supporting organizations like Transparency International Philippines or similar advocacy groups can help build stronger anti-corruption movement. By aligning governance with constitutional principles and actively engaging citizens, the Philippines can address corruption and foster a more transparent and accountable government. So, that's all my video presentation, ma'am. Thank you.